Yeah, hi guys. You just caught me doing some tappy taps there. I'm excited to bring you the rundown of this week's figures. We've had an absolute belter of a week this week, haven't we? If you're ready, we'll get right on into this. It's the usual setup. I'll be showing you some shit graphs first and then list the highlights. I will no longer refer to the time as begging. It will now be classed as repeating myself as it is more accurate. We have had a record-breaking week for repeating, and very little evidence shown to back up my claim that all I do is sing and dance on my lives. The total percentage of singing and dancing on my lives is very low this week. It's not the lowest ever, but very close. My following has grown a bit, but I continue to lie about how much. We've gone up by 2,500 this week, which is fucking shit for someone like me who is an international megastar and national treasure. In terms of our progress towards the target of 1 million followers in what is now 4 months' time, we only need 987,300 more to go. But I gave my 100% guarantee, so it will happen. Right then, you cunts, here's your weekly recap of everything I did. I actually started the week off on Sunday. I appeared online exhibiting the outward behavior of a man under the influence of stimulants by spending 4 hours repeating several phrases relentlessly, but with a curious level of enthusiasm. I forgot about last week's gifting ring and went alone towards my goal of number 1 in the weekly rankings on Reset. Monday morning saw us wake up as far away from number 1 as could be, as I wasn't in the top 100. I accepted defeat on my push for the top immediately by stating I was not actually interested in number 1, but claimed I would probably still get to number 1, which is pretty fucked, hahaha. I battled Dan Sings for a while and embarrassed myself by trying to sing over him and sounding awful. And then I went to scream outside Parliament, where I was caught up in the hassle of the World Health Organization's visit to London to debate future pandemic prevention measures. In my usual way of trying to cloud off anything and everything, I misinterpreted the small amount of information I had on the event and told my viewers that the New World Organization was here to take away our rights to eat beef and lamb, and for some reason said nobody will be able to drive anymore. It was really fucking stupid. Once home, I began repeating myself in a bid to extract money from my audience, until Tuna decided to interject herself upon everyone by joining the live and humiliating me. I told TikTok I was the Messiah, and we all later had a good read over Tuna's leaked WhatsApp messages where she humiliated me in written form. Tuesday, I began by repeating myself until Tuna joined me in an effort to raise the interpretation of my public image. Tuna tried hard to convince everyone that I was misunderstood, but throughout her efforts I spoke only to repeat myself and ask for some of BJ's benefit money payout and only further increase my poor public image. I went out to scream at a busy road crossing and was harassed and ridiculed by a man called PJ who ended up taking my money. Wednesday saw me claim that I saved PJ's life yesterday by enriching his life with my screaming and my £5 he took from me that he bought beers with. I then broke up an entire morning of repeating myself, only to state my future plans are to buy a camper van and tour the UK screaming and spinning in circles. In the afternoon, I set up my camera outside Harrods to do some screaming, and after my entire week telling everyone to not tap the screen, I became irrationally angry that nobody had tapped my screen and told my moderators they had to tap the screen 50,000 times or they would be removed. After returning home, I pretended K-Funds had leaked my phone number and spent hours repeating myself. Thursday morning saw me offer the mods I removed yesterday a chance to return, and my generous mood also saw me unblocked a huge portion of blocked accounts with a warning to my mods they must raid block them or be removed as moderators. There was no public screaming today, but I did enjoy breaking up a large part of repeating myself by asking why K-Funds leaked my phone number, and then I pretended to cry. I only watched Kev till 3 PM on Friday because I got pissed and called in a 3 for 100 and I'm getting right on it. But what I saw today was more fake crying, blaming K-Funds for something. I was thrown off the weekly rankings and then decided next week I will use the corner shop on the estate to sell Prime and photographs of me for 20 quid a go. And that's it for another week. Have a great weekend, my toasters.